Triangle-Lindsey here, and today I'm going to be talking about fairy tale retellings and specifically, hi Sherman, specifically like Disney. Now, I am one who doesn't like that cookie cutter ending. A princess is gonna get a prince, or all those happy endings that you just expect coming. I want to be wowed. I want something different to happen. Sometimes when the villain prevails and it goes their way, I'm happy because it's not the ending that everyone expects to happen. Now, Poison by Sarah Pinborough. It is a Snow White retelling, but it isn't all the happy, oh, here's Snow White, she's with the dwarfs, she is having a good time cleaning, the animals are her friend. No, it's none of that stuff. This is about a hard life for Snow White, and when she thinks she finds her prince, it definitely doesn't go the way that she expects it to, and there's a pretty different twisted ending. It may not have been like my favorite read out there, but I enjoyed it because it didn't have that cookie cutter ending, and it was definitely twisted in that fact. And she has two more, I think, purple and green books. I read the first two, I haven't read the third yet, but if you want to read a retelling that is not what you're going to expect it to be, then I suggest picking up these books. The Isle of the Lost. Now, this is a series by Melissa De La Cruz. There's 3 books so far, and there's also movies to go along with the books. You may have heard me talk about these before, but if you haven't, it's based on the Disney villains' children, specifically Maleficent has a daughter named Mal, Jafar has a son named Jay, Cruella de Vil has a son named Carlos, and the Evil Queen has a daughter named Evie. And all of the villains get cast away to this isle, the Isle of the Lost. Beast and Belle are the rulers of the kingdom, and they have a son named Ben. And Ben is coming to the age where he's going to soon be king, and he's getting to make laws and do stuff for himself. And one thing he wants to try is inviting 4 children from the Isle of the Lost to come to Arden and get to experience the good ways of the land, I guess you could say, because he says, why should they be punished when it was their parents doing and they just happen to fall into being on the Isle of the Lost because of their parents. It's not that cookie cutter ending, but they're not as evil maybe as I would hope for them to be, but it shows that like you can still come from this place and you could still be you while giving another thing a try and stuff. But I just loved being able to dive back in to Disney itself, because I just love Disney. I'm always going to be a Disney girl, and I just thought it was really fun that I extended it into another generation. So I really like that. I mean, I even have my little J-pop, and I have my Mal pop, but I have read all 3 books. Eventually Ursula's daughter Uma gets added in there, and her sidekicks are Hook's son and Gaston's son, so it's really fun. And if you've watched all the other Disney movies before and you know the stories, it's just nice to kind of reminisce and continue on with the story. And I have seen the movies too. I liked the second one better than the first one, but it's a fun series and it has the villains in it, so if you like that, I definitely recommend the reads. They're just fun reads. Serena Valentino has a series of different books about villains. There's one on Ursula. Hers is specifically called Poor Unfortunate Soul. Just got this one for my birthday actually. And then Mistress of All Evil, Maleficent here. And these books are cool because when you take the jacket off, it shows their other form. And then Ursula, she turns into a woman tricking Prince Eric, and that's the woman she turns into. And the Beast, I think that one's called A Beast Within. And then there is one with the evil queen. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of that one off the top of my head. And then Rapunzel's mom, the woman who takes her, she just had her book released, I think, this last week. So I'm going to have to try to pick that one up sometime. Just going to wait, see, maybe if half-price books get the price down a little bit, because these are expensive. But I think these are fun reads because they're all from the villain's point of view, and like their life and why they think the ways they do. I've read the Evil Queens and the Beast stories so far, and they're just fun because they're villains. And Hallmark has this series, the Itty Bitties, and my mom got me Maleficent and the Ursula little pop that I have. And again, the Maleficent pop, gotta have it. Maleficent is one of my favorite villains, which it may seem a little weird because Sleeping Beauty is not a movie that is one of my favorites of the Disney movies, but I just really like Maleficent. I'm curious to know, are you like me? Are you one who doesn't like that cookie cutter ending and you just want the villains to prevail sometimes? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice to see a good wrap up to a story and that it wraps up the way that you're envisioning in your head for it to go and everything, but sometimes I'm just tired of reading that stuff and I want something different that's gonna like blow my mind and be like, whoa, I didn't expect that to happen, and just to have some fun with the stories. Let me know below if you always like to have that happy ending or if you like to switch it up sometimes. Alright, till next time guys, bye.